Greetings and welcome back to our CK3 Game of Thrones Legacy of Valyria series. So, last time we came back to our, Legacy of Valyria here and conquered, or I should say reconquered, Valyria. So, with that said, we are now officially back to where we were before and we're going to continue on. Now, we have money, we're losing it because of, funds because I believe, we gotta refill our men-at-arms. We also have to wait for the taxes to come back because of low county control and different religions. So first things first, convert to faith in Valyria and increase control in Valyria as well. But we now have our new official capital of Valyria. So we have the Dragon Palace here, and I did get a good suggestion of making Valyria basically our Dragonstone once we become a kingdom. So that's what I think we're gonna do. Plus it kind of makes sense. I like the Dragon Palace idea. Luxurious and grand station offering everything a lord could desire. Houses the Duke of Valyria, great in splendor and renown, great port. So it gives them a good idea how to manage finances. So it could also, lead to them being a little slovenly, but we'll make sure that doesn't happen, right? In the meantime, unraised man-at-arms, proclaim dynastic nickname. I thought I did that. No. Blood. Let them know our name. With that said, time to figure out what we're gonna do next. Do we have any prisoners that can harvest life? We do. Interesting. Enact a mystery. We could do blood sacrifice of power. Is that the same as the decision? We don't need to work off stress right now. Drain all prisoners for maximum life force gain. Spare those with valuable traits for potential future use. Don't think any of them are going to. But let me just see activities. Blood sacrifice. Drops of power. We don't need drops of power at the moment. I want the life force. You descend into the dank depths of your dungeon, feeling the pulsing life force of your captives through the stone walls. Each prisoner represents raw power waiting to be claimed. Their essence transformed into magical energy to fuel your arcane pursuits. The air grows thick with anticipation as you prepare the ritual. Drain every last one of them. All prisoners will be drained and you gain life force for each prisoner. Gain life force, you gain 2 trait experience in hematology, blood magic, which probably hematology I think we should maybe go for. Could be useful. We've been doing ancients. Can't remember how we change it. I think there's is it one of these? Life force attunement? Oh yeah, towards a specific one. Let's see here, but Aerys's faith roller is considered to be either hostile or evil by your faith, allowing you to execute them without being viewed as a tyrant. What about Aerys? Am I gonna become a tyrant if I kill Aerys? Goros's Aerys. Who is Aerys? I know it's like Ares or Aerys, but I say Aerys more. 14 flames. He is a... I'm not seeing where it says I'll become a tyrant if I do this. all rivals. All right, we'll drain every last one of them. And let's just see if we became a tyrant. I don't see the trait there. Is it one of these? Life force. I'm not seeing tyranny. Let's check our subjects. Ambitious, limited crown authority, short reign, legacy of the Sorcerer Kingdom, blood of the dragon. All right, I'm not seeing tyranny, so that was all right. All right, cool. Life force attunement, attuned to bloodline, else with the renown. Enlightenment with the was the monthly lifestyle experience, yes. Benediction, prestige could be useful for our future culture, because I do plan on making our own unique culture, but I think that'll come once we, you know, get a bit bigger. For now, let's go for enlightenment, actually. Get that lifestyle experience, since we need to focus more on the Dominion lifestyle. Alright. And now I've also been told that, I didn't even know this, if I travel around, I can have a more, what's the word I'm looking for here? Diplomatic range. If I'm in, like, if I travel to the Stormlands, I can, like, have more options if I'm over there to marry someone. So I'm just curious, is there any, you know what, this might be better. Find character, all. Let's go for Targaryens. Female. Unmarried. Okay. So there's betrothed, unfortunate. Betrothed, unfortunate. So there's Visenya, but zero. Could try to marry her off to, try to betroth her off to our son. Potentially. We'll keep an eye out. But what about, but we need wives for ourselves. So what about, Valyrians? How do I freaking spell it? Driftmark. Ooh. High Lordship of Driftmark. Title history. Driftmark. Only they've had it, huh? Okay. So what happened to the Valyrians? All right, let me just try to find them. All right, well, it doesn't look like there's really any good Valyrians that are around. I mean, in the Essos there might be some, but I just looked for anyone with, like, say, Valyrian blood that's not married, not lowborn. So I guess we're gonna have to include lowborn now. So I mean, there's a lot more. We have more for our picks, but the youngest is Gale, huh? I mean, she's got really good diplomacy. But is that it? I wonder. Inheritable 3, and the youngest is 37. What about not lowborn? Genera Kadar. Alright, well, she's 10. But we can wait 6 years, so you are over where? In Tyrosh, huh? Alright, so I can make a pilgrimage over that way and try to get a betrothal going. I marked her, right? No, I did not. Let's go back. Iraq. There we go. So let's just see. Activities. Pilgrimage, inspection, hunt. Yeah, could just go on a pilgrimage here. Alright. We can go on a worldly pilgrimage. Make our way to Volantis here, since that should be close enough. And I don't need a caravan master. I'm just going to take flight. Reflection, altruism, zealotry. Oh, might as well just do reflection. Yep. Much more piety. Yeah, I don't really care. We're just flying there. 204 gold. Yeah. Alright, and I'll just customize our route. Am I missing any particular sites of magic that I missed before? I haven't gone anywhere to the right of us, but... Alright. Well, I'll plan this out real quick. Alright. Unfortunately, it looks like we can't really do much. I'll have to do another, like, magical studies if I wanted to, do more and visit more of, like, say, Westeros. But we should at least be close enough for, all the Tyro stuff, so we're going mostly for the Essos area. So that's fine. We can have 200 gold. Alright. So let's just make sure we travel. Yep, a pity. We have Dracothian. Alright. Could grant him some life force right now. Because we have like 3, don't we? We need actually more. Let me just check. Create Blood Golem. Gain 5 trade experience in Bloodline. You create a strong fighter. At least one of these. Alright, we don't have that, so we can't create a Blood Golem. Manifest. No, not worth doing right now. Infused Dynasty. Okay, so we can at least do this. So how many life forces do we have? We have 3 life forces, huh? Okay. Let's do that and go for... Stress and lifestyle experience could be good. Fertility and health. Learning. Which one is for renown? Stewardship and the taxes. Marshal. Alright, so I don't think there's one that's actually for renown. That's probably the magic one that we're focusing on that I haven't picked. Alright, so if that's the case... Chance of inheriting good. We'll focus on that. How close are we to our first legacy? Because if we're going to do the first legacy, we should probably focus on blood. 100 away, huh? Alright. So other than that... Loses life force, channel crimson empowerment. Didn't I just do that? Right, well, whatever. Where are we? We're over here. Nope, we have another son. Magic Adept, Valyrian Beauty, Enduring, Hail, Genius, and Pure-Blooded. Dracothian didn't get Pure-Blooded, so that's unfortunate. But he did get Magic Prodigy and Herculean. Alright. I have something else in mind. Your name. What was their name what was his name before? One sec. It was Umbrasyl. But for now, you actually shall be. Let me just make sure I know how to spell this. All right, there we go. Kill Gara. Now, if anyone's watched the Merlin TV series, will know this dragon. All right, pilgrimage. All right, I walked the holy path. This we can just basically, yeah, kind of skip. Because we're literally just doing this to see if we can get closer. So once we leave Volantis and we get to like Lys, I'll try to do that. Where are you from? Oh, straight up Volantis? Alright, well, Serena here. Arranged marriage to us. They will accept their Lysini, though. They have the hint of Valyrian beauty. We'll keep an eye on it. I think they're close enough for us to actually interact with anyway. Alright, there we go. So, Genera, CK3, still too far away. Even though we're in Lys, so technically we should be close enough. So I guess we just can't do that, so. Maybe I'm doing this wrong, or maybe the person who suggested it was incorrect. I guess, or maybe got fixed. I don't know, but unfortunate. All right, well, Serena right now is probably going to be the closest best one potentially for us. I'll have to go through the ladies again just to see. Hey, we learned the common tongue. So at least we have that going for us. Let me just see. There's a, no, it wasn't that. It was in here. Diplomacy, opinion gain. Force vassalage. No. Isn't there one where it increases our diplomatic range? I could have sworn there was one that increased our diplomatic range, but I guess I'm wrong. Alright, so I'm taking a look just to see when in the future when we want to do a culture. I'm thinking of making our own, but I just wanted to see what the Valyrian longbowmen tradition was called so I can remember it. The trade port line abilities provides additional bonuses. It's not bad, it's not bad. But yeah. We'll form, like I said, we're probably gonna form our own. Ooh, I need a good house model. If anyone has any good suggestions for our house motto, let me know. But maybe something like blood tells true or something like that. I don't know, I'll think of something, or you guys can give me some suggestions. But yeah, but we'll probably diverge our cultures, and I'll take a look at all the traditions that we can get. Freehold legacy, because I want to try to get all the unique ones. Like there's a lot of unique ones, like this one here, unlocked via the fire and blood decision. So we need to do that first if we want that, but it's not bad. Top ice and snow. Where one? I think it was warfare, right? It was. Nope, never mind. It was. Must be one of these. The Dragon Rider. The Dragon Rider trait grants additional bonuses. Interesting. Grants Stewardship and Dragon Dreams. Okay. Bless. Rulers of the Narrow Sea. Maybe Rise of the Warrior Kingdom. There we go. Valkyrian Veterans. Because these can replace the Dragon Guard. If we get this one, so. Alright. Valyrian Matricate. Valyria Reborn. Ooh. Even that could be better. Alright, well, either way, that's going to be very far in the future because we're going to need a lot of prestige for it. Alright, there might be a little bug since this technically is not up to date with the current version of a Game of Thrones. But at least it's still working and we haven't lost any of the special buildings, so we're just going to keep going for it. But, yeah, but apparently... Oh, declared nickname. I don't Proclaim the poet, proclaim the dragonite, proclaim the magus. I can declare a nickname for someone. Okay. So I don't have to do it for me, so. Seraphin can become the mage, since she is, well, we're going back on our very first select series. She's our teacher, we keep saying, and yeah. So is there anyone that's be better? The archmage, magus, I mean, she is really good. Archmage Seraphin, yeah. She's basically immortal, I think, so best to have her have a good title, right? Marked by the Doom. Cannot become incapable, will not visually age, cannot die of old age or lose health. Yeah. Alright then. Now, obviously, we're planning on making Oreos here our capital, so we need to get to it. So either we need to get to Jadis, but it needs to be connecting for us to logically connect our land. So either Dervos or Customar. So let's see. How much is it going to cost? 230, and then we got to deal with this stuff here versus Custozamar. But we got to get rid of these ruins. I'm confused on what's the difference between, I guess, the wilderness and the ruins are, but either way. So we need, I guess we can, we'll start with Dervos, and we can go to Jadis or Mentos, and then go for Oreos. Let's go for, yeah. Alright, there we go. I will reclaim Dervos. The time has come for you to act on your ambitions. The Shattered Lands have been surveyed and plan is in place. Though perilous, the opportunity to restore life to these forsaken grounds is within reach. Roads must be mapped, supplies gathered, settlers recruited, and a leader appointed. I will reclaim Dervos personally. I will send a trusted courtier. And I'll send a trusted courtier to go do it. Duro. Yeah. Unfortunately, Duro, you're not gonna get married, but I think maybe we can fix that. You are actually really good. Alright, yeah. Duro, you go do that. I'll personally lead it to like Oreos, but for now we gotta focus on other things like taking over Tolos and Manteris. So let's see. 5,000. 5,000. Do you have unique troops? No. Just make sure. Yeah, you got the Unsullied. Nugis. Nothing there. Yunkai. Yunkai is actually... Did I declare war on Yunkai? I could declare war on Yunkai. Would that make more sense to do that? You have any allies? You do, but not much. I mean, we're here. It would make sense to go for Manteris or Tolos and then make our way around this way for it. But I'll think about it. Oh, I didn't even know. I think I was just closed it, but there's only, this tells me every ruins that are around. All right, so Valyria, the Tower of Valyria, Epekros, that's in Castaria, Nukiria, Eleanor, Valyria itself, Ilvanus, the ruined fortress, Jorknar, Tyria. Interesting. But not Oreos. So technically, where would Oreos fall into? The Shadow? No, it wouldn't be the Shadow. That's the guy. Marahai, Manticore Island, Sarhoy and Sarmel, Beyond the Wall, Port Ruins. Manteris? So Manteris, we're here with Draconis and everything. House of Sorrow, Namiria's Palace, the Bridge of Dreams. Huh. Ruins of Gorosh. The Meta Ruins. Lands of Long Summer? Oreos. Alright, so Lands of Long Summer. This is technically it. Got it. Once a bastion of Valyrian power. Yeah. Alright, so good to know. Oh. Alright, so here's our settlement holding while we infested encampment. Building is a blocker that must be cleared by fully upgrading it before the settlement. Gonna take obviously it's gonna take years because we gotta go through all of these. So which one's gonna take the longest? The hostile swamp, huh? All right, so we'll get rid of this bustling colony. Additional building slots -1. Upgrade's gonna take 10 years. God damn. Well, we should at least have some time. In the meantime, remind me in 7 years. All right, so in 30, we'll have to redo this more. It's gonna take a while for us to get to Oreos, but it will be worth it. Or I guess we could go start having someone colonize Mentis or Jadis and try to knock two right away, because we do have our alchemy. Obviously it's a very big money sink, but the closer we get to Oreos the better. So that's jungle and that's jungle, but it's major road. Oreos, you know what, does it show me the major roads? If I say economy and buildings, no. Is it in a different one? Terrain? Simple terrain? Alright, this would be easier to say. So where is technically these major roads like lead? So obviously Meadows, the major road. Alright, you know what? We're gonna colonize Mentis as well. Trusted courtier. Duro's already leading one, so Ethan could send her wife, but no. Maynard, Huri. I mean, they're still technically here. They're just doing stuff, so I could send like Huri. Aaron. Alright, I'm just gonna send Aaron. Just in case they die, I guess, right? Let the realm know. There. Our realm is big. So now what do we need? Oh, this one is easier. Mentis, yeah, Mentis will definitely be easier to do. Dervos is huge, so I guess it makes sense. Islands is the major road of Hurang. Alright, so these Oros, Naredes, Hurang, Stikos, Mentos, Mentis, and then yeah. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, I can find a scroll of magic. There was examine library in Menteris. Invited to an activity for a coronation. Have to leave within 3 days. The coronation of King Laenar of Menteris. Nah, we don't need to, Ooh. I should have actually looked at this. Remember their title tier account. Additional upkeep. Well, this shouldn't be fine. It's gonna be relatively easy to get, Mentis. We're gonna take the contract, though. We don't need to go to some, Mantarian king's coronation, considering we're going to take it over at some point, right? But we have our first Dominion trait here. So do we want Dragon-Blooded Command? Go down Draconic Dominion here, or Valyrian Legacy. The Renown could be useful. Legacy of the Freehold, the domain limit, and the domain taxes. The building construction time is definitely going to be useful for rebuilding. So let's go down that route for now. Alright, the archives here. What's our best one? And we found a scroll of magic. What kind of scroll of magic did we find? Do mean new right here. Mystery of the Shadow Bulwark. Name trinket. I can probably shouldn't be. Yeah, that's probably. I'm just gonna chalk that up to that. Some things are not working properly because of the version. But whatever. All right, what is this? Seek power in nature. Yes. Follow my instincts. Who are you? Rhaenyra. What the hell? Could try to kill her. I wonder if they'll join me. They joined our court. I'm curious on this trait. Recruit as a spy. No. But interesting. Speaking of which, is there anyone here that I could recruit as a spy? No, I don't want to murder. I don't want to murder. I don't want to murder. 40 years. There we go. Guest. No. Oh, speaking of which, someone also mentioned I should try to learn study magic, like a plague spell. So let's see here. Draconic blood. I mean, I guess I could just learn all of these, let's be honest. Mystery of secrets, mystery of skin changing. Find a host of wild beasts to serve them in the wars to come. Restoration. Heal characters. Cloying shadows. Debuff commanding army, mystery revealing flames. Demons of others, slicing wind. Shadowy steeds. Buff commanded army, mystery of mists. Debuff commanded army. Initiative. Restore dead dragon egg. Draconic blood. I don't see the one, but I can't remember which one it was called. Ooh, gain hooks. So let's learn that. Nothing happened, right? And let's actually learn the draconic stuff as well. Mystery of development. Sure. Might as well learn a lot of this stuff, right? I guess I should be teaching our children as well. But it's fine. You know, child, you can start learning dragon magic, I guess. Alright, Dracothian is gonna make a pretty good diplomat or spy master. I think diplomat could be good. I'd rather have him be a steward, but that's not gonna be very helpful. Let's make him a diplomat. And we'll see what Kilgara has to say. He's still only 3. Let me just take a look here. I can have 3 wards now, so that's nice. I also have a squire. And I did get the submod of automatic squire training, so I don't have to keep remembering. So it just kind of does what I would have picked anyway. It just chooses, I believe, automatically the best option. And if it succeeds, it succeeds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just automatic, so you're just basically still training them. So, you guys like that idea? Dana 11 could marry her as well. Talia, still too far away. Yep, there we go. Damon's progressed along the path of becoming a knight. Go get rid of that. So it's just automatically doing that. And then you saw on the above there was disappointing training, so. Let me just check. We're almost done with our Secrets of the Higher Mysteries. So that's gonna be a good one. And we're at level 2 with our alchemy magic. Next, we're gonna head down to Dragon or Blood. Speaking of Dragon, how is Valyrian? Still rocking everything, so. Alright. Secondary spouses. Oh! Oh yeah, she was always within reach. Yeah, sure. Or now. I think once we get big enough, we'll be able to actually interact with the biggest rest of the world. Maybe if we get like, no, Manteris is not as close. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But Tolos here. How much is our men? How many men do we have? Oh, 4,000. We could actually go to war for Manteris and Tolos and potentially win with Valyrian. Here we go. Wards get extra skills. How close are we to a perk for everything else? Need to get room to rule so our kids, future kids, will have good skills. I need to get this as well. Alright. Overall, I think we're doing fairly well on this front. Hey, our first daughter! Shayna? No. Maleficent. Alright, not technically a dragon, but she turns into one, so it counts. As it is how you spell it, correct? So I want to make sure I spell it right. Maleficent. Yeah, I misspelled it. Maleficent. Maleficent. There we go. Magic Titan. Touch of Valyrian beauty. Enduring. Genius. Alright. Not bad at all. How many... Wait. How many wards? How many wards can we have? Alright. I get the feeling that this is, you know, like I said before, the version the version not being lined up, but I'll take it. As long as I can, you know, take advantage of it, I will definitely do that. And we have you as an acolyte. Oh yeah, I forgot. Mages. Wait, no. Make apprentice. Kilgara. And I think... Well, oh, Maleficent. Yep, Maleficent looks like she's too young. Alright, fair enough. And with that said, what else can we do? Preparing for the war. Got this going. Actually, Mentis. How long we got this? Okay, only 5 months left. We got 5 years left, I think, on this. Yeah, 30. I also think we can... No, not yet. Oh, end of the year we can change our crown of... I'm blanking. I'm literally blanking. What is it? Crown Authority, that's it. We can start a legend. Don't want to do that. Proclaim a dynastic nickname. Blah, blah, blah. Know me. Blood. We'll continue to do that. Nothing else that we can do here. We need 75 in at least one of these. So what else can we do? Channel Crimson Empowerment. Are we still studying? We are not even studying magic. Why are we not just studying magic? Where is it? Oh, well, technically we are. Valyrian. Yep, now let's get rid of all this. Speaking of Dragon Horn, Magic Ring, Blood Magic. All magic. Valyrian Armor. Yep. Okay. Ooh, we could cast a magic ring. Hell, I think we might be able to actually cast. Oh, we could actually create a new Valyrian sword. Interesting. Magic reagents. Available resources. Current cost. What would be good? Monthly income, monthly tax, prowess boost. Alright, so we can't have more than one, huh? Alright, so maybe it'd be better to Mage's Crown. If you guys have any ideas on what, obviously we should like make a lot of all this magic stuff. If you have any ideas on what we should have for the modifiers, and if anyone knows what the magic regents do, I think it should be reagents, but I could be wrong. But yeah, let me know on that front. Yeah, and I'll go check out your library again. Man, conquering you is gonna at least have us have a library, technically, I guess. Grand Temple, huh? Man, it's just instant. So what's the new one? Mystery of Flaming Edge. Fire magic, huh? Well, whatever. Alright, so what can I do against you? Mental domination. Actually. Volantis. Mental domination. Costs 99. But we can gain a hook. So that's fairly useful to gain more cash from them, but right now I think we're good. Investigate the magics of Valyria. 3 locations have been suggested where you find. Oh, so we could just find one ourselves. You know what? Let's do that. And they're all the same, huh? Alright, we'll just go that way. I can't wait. Leverage my knowledge. Here in the province of Valendris, there's a wide freedom of opportunity to explore magic. Current ambition is to refine your command of air magic. Alright. Yep, and there we go. We've gained, I'm assuming. Oh, wow. Immediately level 1 of air magic. Okay. Was not expecting that. Study magic, your mages. Yep, we're still studying that. Life force, educate, enhance education. Spend life force to attempt to improve. We need in Crimson Empowerment. Alright, channel Crimson Empowerment. Gain the Crimson. Oh, wow. Can't believe I haven't done that before. That's my bad. Legacy. Well, what do they all do? Where is it? Life expectancy, monthly prestige. Chance of inheriting good legacy, insight, development growth, shadows. Prosperity, Fury, Charisma. I guess expertise is probably going to be, you know what, let's go for legacy. So whenever we're gonna live a while, so we should have quite a bit of kids. Oh, we can do this one too. So let's do that. I can't wait. Archive of House Janornius. Administrative Mastery, Eureka. We just got a new scroll, which would be Transmutative Assault. So at least we can teach the kids all this sooner rather than later, I guess. Man, you suck, Damon. I know it's automatic, but you think after a while you'd at least be a little bit better, but whatever. Oh yeah, I totally forgot Warriors of Valkyria. We have all this is for our faith. Was there any unique ones that I forgot? Valor Dohyrus. Like, which one would we want to get rid of if we wanted to? Dragon's Law, I guess, would probably be the one to get rid of if we wanted to. Never Forget. I know I've probably gone through all these before, but yeah, Bobby B Supremacy. I kind of want to try to go for a Reincarnation. I know it doesn't really actually do anything, but it's just a fun little thing, right? Heart of Fire. Such ways are known only to the Heart of Fire, Healing Flames, Harmonious Society. Holy Blackstone, opening the Third Eye. Scions of Fate. Yeah, Valor Morgulus. Alright, let's just continue on. Everything else, create. Yeah, we're still maxed out. So we're only 5,000, not even, well, kind of, less than them. And I think Valyrian can handle the difference. Plus, I think we have, oh, actually, totally forgot to create an accolade. Contender and Stalwart, nah. Rhaegar, Outrider, and Vanguard. But if I wanted to change Scoundrel, Marauder, monthly prestige per dread, actually would be useful, I think, for us. Anything to help us get more prestige, I suppose. You and your primary may gain a Aspiring Blade Master trait every few years. And Tactician. Huntsmaster, Scoundrel, Disciplinarian. Mastered Arms. Rhaenyra, you can be our Mastered Arms. Caravan Master. Fort Smith, average. Harbor Master, average. Ticarian, Septum, Seneschal. Master of the Hunt, we should always have a Master of the Hunt. Meister Huey, really? Yeah, you know what? Good on you, Maester. Keeper of the Cells, Court Mage. Really weird that she has a terrible aptitude for being a Court Mage. Study Magic. Teach Court. Alright. There we go. Hey, that's actually really good. In the meantime now, Mentis has been 5 months, right? Yes. 95 gold. And this, 2 years. Alright, 2 years. And then this should be done. So now we just have to make sure Darvos we got to focus on. Because we should finish Darvos before we get Orios as much as I want to immediately go for it. I think it would just make more sense lore-wise and RP-wise to get Derevos, but yeah. Should we influence our war's personality? Like, should we... Because we can just basically give him at least one of our traits, probably more, because he's only 4. But do we want to make him like a carbon copy of ourselves? Or should we just let nature take its course and see what he kind of ends up getting? Authoritative, gregarious. Gregarious would be good for, you know, a diplomat. Or authoritative. He is our heir. But I'll think about it. In the meantime, I keep saying in the meantime, don't I? Hey, we've now reached Archmage. We're not getting any more alchemy stuff, so I think I can probably focus on another. Inscribe with blood runes. Loses life force, loses minor life force, gains past major, loses 1 level of devotion, which we're actually pretty good, so we can do that. Superior Crimson Rune. So we can get minor, then major, then superior. Inscribe with blood runes. That. Improve one of your education traits. Yes. Alright, you know what? Let's do that. Inscribe with blood runes. You unfurl ancient scrolls depicting intricate patterns of power. Blood runes that transfer the mage's own body into a vessel for harvesting life force. The ritual requires special needles forged in blood-quenched fire, inks mixed with your own essence, and the steady hand of one who understands that each line is not merely drawn, but bound to your very being. The pain will be excruciating, commitment permanent, yet with each drop of blood and ink merged into your flesh, your connection to the crimson arts will deepen. Such markings are the sign of a blood mage who seeks true mastery, one who becomes not merely a wielder of blood magic, but a living embodiment of it. Alright. Channel Crimson Empowerment, inscribe with blood runes. And okay, we enhance education. We need to have 50 experience in Crimson Empowerment, which obviously we do not have. But we're getting there. We have 10. Yeah, it looks like once we reach 2, we're not gaining any more experience. Okay, we are 55. I have to just double check that in a little bit. Kilgara's first words. You have to hear this. The wet nurse Reyna rushes me into my son's chamber. So I lean forward. Small walls. A house draconic model. Ooh. He gains 40 stress, but he'll gain eccentric. He can gain 25 renown. What else can he say? Oh, and Kilgara. Should he be an intrigue or should he be a martial education? I'll let you guys help weigh in on that. Dracothian is 5 now. A child study language. He needs to be 6. Send to the Citadel. Designate heir. Alright. We're getting ever so closer. Should start heading down to Grim to Rule. Kilgara's first steps. He can increase his prowess by 1, but he'll get a mental break. Probably not best to have a 4-year-old already have a mental break. Giant step for our child, a small step for a ruler. I don't know, Kilgara's stepping up, huh? Oh yeah. Promote culture, same faith, cultural ascendancy, building construction cost. Yeah. Start heading down here so we can get this. The more we can get our building costs and everything down and construction time, the easier it is going to be to build up all this stuff. Speaking of which, oh, 13 days left, and the worst of the fumes have thinned, but the land is not yet safe. Poisonous gases still rise from the deep vents or cling to low ground, invisible and deadly. Final containment must be handled with precision. Diverting flow, sealing fissures, and perhaps building channels to disperse what lingers. A single miscalculation could release it all again. You may oversee this effort yourself or entrust a task to your steward. Ooh. It must be done right. We'll manage it personally. The final phase went smoother than even the boldest dared hope. The vents were sealed without incident, the air cleared in record time, and the land seemed to exhale in relief. Yet fortune held more than just clean air in store. While surveying the area one last time, your workers unearthed something long hidden beneath the poison earth. An ancient vault, sealed and forgotten, preserved by the very fumes that once made this place deadly. The hazard is gone, and in its place, a windfall awaits. Alright. The air clears and reveals riches. We gain 200 gold. Nice. Settled air building that's constructed in Mentis. So I'm assuming now we just need to make sure we have now it's like an actual like colony. We just got to keep building up this. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Alright, 20 more months and then our religion's going to be all in here in Valyria. 12 more months in Valyria as well. Speaking of which, it's been a bit. Still 55. So it looks like, yeah, we're not gaining any more experience. So the more, in order for us to get higher levels in alchemy magic, we got to be casting alchemy. Makes sense. So let's see. Oh, you know what I should have been doing? Transmute icons. So then go for blood, noble veins. There we go. So all of our future children should inherit even more. Speaking of which, future children, how old are 10? So 6 more years. Jaina is betrothed. Leon, still too far away to interact. Well, hopefully, like I said, someone can help me figure out if there's a way for us to interact with them. If not, we just gotta stick with our small area here. But with that said, next time we are going to conquer Tolos or Manteras. Help me decide which one. Maybe both. We need to go for all of this before I think we go to Volantis. Dispatch the rest of the ancient enemies of Valyria, like Gis. Actually, I think Gis is really the only ancient enemy. Astapor, Yunkai, Marine are just kind of there. Because Volantis is going to yeah, I think Volantis is going to be a major goal. Speaking of which, I just want to see. Sarhoy. Is there any special building in Sarhoy? And there was another one, right? Sarmel. Yeah, Grand Temple. Sarmel, there we go. And nothing in Sarmel. Alright. Well, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave any comments down below. And leave any other suggestions and what we should do, like I said, with our children, with magical stuff and everything else. But I think we're ahead of schedule. Last time we were like 35 when we took Valyria. Now I think we're going to be pretty good. Although I know I just said it makes more sense if we focus and make sure Dervos is ours. Should we try to get Orios now? Cost some money, obviously, because it's gonna take a while to get Orios because they got ruins. Yeah, I think it might be better to start now. Yeah, you know what? I will reclaim Oreos personally. En route to Oreos, the final preparations are made, provisions are measured, tools inspected, and the last of the wagons slashed shut beneath the gray morning skies. Your mount waits at the head of the caravan, its breath misting in the chill air. Behind you lie the comforts of court, the murmur of servants and stewards, the easy weight of command. Ahead, broken roads, long days, and a land that remembers only fire and silence. You're no mere traveler now, but a bearer of legacy. With each hoofbeat and rattle of cartwheel, you carry the weight of your name toward the place that might, if the gods are kind, rise from ruin. As the gates open and the wind stirs your cloak, your courtiers bow in silence, some crossing their hearts, others watching grimly. The path is set. The land will not wait forever, toward the promise of a new beginning. Alright, from the Valyrian straight to Oreos. We've left them all behind because we're riding our dragon. Traveling is wondrous. By my own hand. The ground is broken, the walls raised, and the fires lit. What once lay choked in ash and overgrowth, now echo with the rhythms of hammers and hope. You stood not behind command halls or parchment, but beneath open sky, guiding every stone, every soul. The people speak your name, not just as a lord or lady, but as a founder. A claim won by courage, carved with sweat and iron. This place breathes because you dared to lead. Let this land remember who gave it life. And with that, we've taken Oreos. So what do we need? This is gonna take a while. How much? Fallen legacy, tamed ruin, revived seat. Yep. All right. So first things first, we gotta get rid of this noxious gas. So we'll start with that. 13 years, probably 13 years. Yeah. So 20, about 30 years. Plus 4 and another 4, so 8. So almost 40 years before Oreos should be ours, but at least we got it for now. An abandoned great castle for Crazion. This will be the last thing I think we should do here because we still have to. Yeah. Building construction time was not going to be helpful. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. We have now taken our first steps into recovering the legacy of Valyria. Leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why, and I shall see you all later.